Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy JusB, and welcome to the JusB Show. Hey, as promised, I had to bring one of the hottest promoters in the city, my homeboy, SV33. Welcome to the JusB Show, man. How you feeling?
Thank you so much for having me, brother, man. It's an honor, it's a blessing. I can't believe, you crowning me and you giving me my flowers and you having me on here.
Got to, man. What they say, we got to give them to you while you're still here, while you're still alive.
It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, more than anything, it's just, a humble moment, man. So just to hear that you feel that way and to bring me here to your platform, I just want to, let you know.
I appreciate it, man, SV. But look, let's be honest, bro. You earned it. Like, if I have to be honest, bro, like, you are moving and shaking in the city, right? When I first met you, we just had this talk. When I first met you, we was with D. McKenzie. Mm-hmm. Shout out to that brother. D. McKenzie also works here at Ninja Karaoke.
Yeah.
Right?
For real.
And then, so I knew you as, let's say, an entertainer. You're an entertainer then, right. And then I met you as an artist, right?
Right, you met me as an
artist. Yeah, I had no idea that you did promotions. And then now I'm getting to sit with you as a promotion. That just tells me that you're an entrepreneur, bro. You moving and shaking. You earned your spot to be right here. So congratulations to you, and shout out to you for moving and grooving. How you been doing, man?
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Hell
like
yeah.
you said, man, I had met you. You was out shooting that music video for D. McKenzie, and we was out there at the Las Vegas sign. You know what I'm saying? And I seen you put in work with Under the Hood. You was, doing your thing. I seen you over there working at 18 Ben. You was working and doing your thing, messing with Icy Jones and doing a lot of different things in town, So I've been seeing JusB do his thing for years too, you know what I mean? So it's good to finally collaborate and sit down and talk with people that, I've been watching grow as well.
Hell yeah,
man.
Been
out here doing this content. I've been watching them. So, to have me on here and to get the call, you know what I'm saying? And to have Ninja Karaoke, just be able to make all of this happen for us, shout out Ninja Karaoke.
I heard you was an East Side baby.
I'm an East Side baby, man. You already know, man. Shout out everybody from the East Side.
What part of the East? Well, I was on Sahara Nellis area.
I'm Lake Mead and Nellis.
Okay, we right down the street.
So we right down the street, we family.
Okay, what high school you went to?
Went to El Dorado.
Okay, hey, shout out to El Dorado. El Dog, but LVHS in the building, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's actually, I believe, our sister's school or some shit like that. We actually wasn't rivals per se. We was actually, we went against Chaparral.
Yep, our rivals was DP.
Yeah, y'all rivals was DP, so exactly. Yep. So we was actually sister schools, if anything.
Yep,
so, you know what I'm saying?
So how long you been in the game, man?
Las Vegas High School.
Did you get in the game, this entertainment game while still on the East Side, or did you have to branch out and
No, I've been into hip hop, man, my whole life, man. Since I was 7 years old, I used to rap my father's rap. My father was rapping.
Okay.
My mother was rapping, so I used to rap my dad's rap at the Boys and Girls Club.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Over there, back when I went to Louis C. Rowe. Whatever Boys and Girls Club that was up over there off like Maryland and Flamingo or that area. You feel me? Somewhere up over there. Maybe it was off Katy or something. I don't know. It was one of them.
Yeah, over that way.
One of them back blocks up over there. You know what I'm saying? But I used to rap at the Boys and Girls Club, man. I was 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And rapping my dad's rap, and people would walk up and be like, "Man, he's off the chain." You know what I mean? And then from then I just start rapping. My uncle.
Was your dad a predominant part of your life? Was he?
My dad. My mother was in prison. But my dad raised me, but my mother was there, my uncle that did music, worked with all type of Grammy award-winning people. He was an engineer. I did ad-libs for him on Christian tracks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing ad-libs on Christian tracks.
SV33 was doing Christian tracks?
That was when I was 7, 8 years old. That was my first.
7, 8.
That was my
sense.
first, and then when I was 10 years old, I was in a talent show. When I was 14, I was in a talent show. Once I was 14, I started really rapping, and 15, I had cousins and big cousins and uncles that taught me how to engineer myself, and my, I had a dad, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, that got a dad. If you got a dad and he was there, You know what I'm saying? My dad was there. My mom was absent in prison, but at the same time, she was able to give me all the love and give me the game.
Bro, it's very refreshing to sit here with a black man, you know what I mean? Any man, bro, and hear that their dad was a predominant in their life predominantly.
Yeah, definitely.
That's dope.
I think people don't realize how much it does affect. You know, like I said, I didn't just have just my dad. My mother was there.
And
she had points of absenceness, but to have your parents, you know, there, if you're able to have both parents, you know, even if they're not perfect, you know, even if they're not, you know, but to be able to just even have them in your life.
Right.
Sometimes they may be divorced. Sometimes it may be child support situation. Sometimes it may be this or that. But if you got both of them alive, you know, take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing I think that helped me be better in my music and be better in my life is that I've had points of a lot of issues with my parents, but at the same time, me being able to see all sides and all perspectives of my parents and just love them no matter what, has helped me be more successful.
I feel it,
you
man.
You know what I'm saying? So love your parents, man. They fuck up sometimes, but you know, it's all good. No one's perfect.
Facts.
You gotta, you know, you learn from them to be better than yours.
Straight up, 100%, man. Now, as far as your style, man, because you're a wild boy, you be turned the fuck up, right?
Gotta be turned up.
You really be turned up, man. I see you pull a lot of your inspiration from your parents. Where else do you pull inspiration from musically?
Musically, I'm not gonna lie. I turn the music off. You feel me? That's one thing that I do is I try not to listen to nobody. I try to just listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I try to, but at the same time, I like hanging with my friends and my family and learning what they listen to.
Right.
Because see, like a lot of the things, a lot of the game, you know what I'm saying, being from Oakland and being raised out here. So I was born in Oakland. I was born in Berkeley, actually.
Okay.
You know, my family from Oakland, so, you know, Berkeley, you know, is a little town right there, you know what I'm saying, right there by the town, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of culture, and that's where I come from, and being raised out here, you know, just seeing a lot of different family members, friends, culture, game, learning from different people. That's how I learned to what I wanted to rap about. Yeah. That's how I learned what I wanted to be about, because you know my cousins would come to me and be like, "Hey man, we got Mac Dre. We listen to Mac Dre out here. When I go to Oakland when I was a youngster, and they'd be like, "Baby, listen to Mac Dre." You know what I'm saying? Or I go different places when I was young. I moved to Atlanta, and people were really big on like Pastor Troy. This is back in like 2007. You know what I mean? And it was like I didn't know nothing about no Pastor Troy. You know, mainstream. I don't know. Everybody was like snapping your fingers, but in Georgia, that they were on a whole different vibe. So, you know, been around different cultures and been around different things, you know, that's what influenced me. People. Yeah. Even now, I sit and I listen, you know, I got sisters that are 14, 13, brothers are 12, 11. So I pay attention to what they like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the youth, I'm telling them the real audience. That's your real audience.
Yeah, last year my little sister, 14, she walks up to me. She's like, "They not like us." She's like hating on Drake and she's dissing Drake. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, you know, when we grew up, when I was like 14, 15, Drake was like the biggest thing ever.
The biggest thing ever.
So now to see the kids like to be of the next generation and they're like all against them and it's like all for Kendrick. I mean, I love it all. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's all hip hop. It's all beautiful.
Right. Now, brother, you're not only an artist, right?
Yeah.
You're also a promoter, man. You told me a very unique story when we was in the green room, right?
Right.
I want to kind of elaborate more on that story, man. Like, what made you jump into promoting events, throwing events?
You know, I was never really trying to throw events. I just love going to them. I just love turning up. I love, you know, hanging out with my people. I love being able to get away from the lifestyle and get away from, you know, things that I was into before and getting away from just having to, you know, be at work all the time or just having to just grind and just like, you know, take care of all the responsibilities and everything. It's fun, but I had to figure out a way where I was able to get out my mind and get out and be a part of something else. And so I just started coming out to rap. And the first place I ever came to, I came here. You know what I'm saying? I came here to Ninja Karaoke. The jam was the open mic. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up and I start just rapping here. You know what I mean? And then I start rapping all around town. You know, going to Taverna, you know what I'm saying? Going to different venues in town, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Ninja Karaoke, shout out Taverna, that big staples, and you know, my music career, where places I start going around to get my music out. But then start branching around with all type of different promoters all around town. And some people showed me love, some people didn't, you know what I'm saying? But it was always love. It was just the fact that I just felt like I wanted to be bigger. I feel like I didn't want to be placed last on somebody's schedule. I didn't want to be placed, you know, and felt like I was in a gatekeeping situation, or felt like I was like not getting the real time allotted to my talents to let people hear what I had to bring to the table. And then I would see some of my friends and some of my other people that would deal with the same things, that where I was like, man, I was like, this is cool. And I never hated on the next promoter or hated on anybody, because I understood like that, you know, that it's a business, that's a show, that I was new to the community and that I had to build up. But I was hungry, and I was hungry to the point where I was like, well, I got to do something to try to get my music out there. So the thing was, it was like, okay, well, let me go and, you know, put a show together. You know what I'm saying? So I put my first show together. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Krista May, it was Jay Swole, it was Brielle Rowe, and it was me. And we put the horror on the mic together. We put it together at the Griffin Rehearsal Studios. Put our first open mic together. It was lit. You know what I'm saying? We came together as a collective. It was 4 of us. You know, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know anything about anything. We just knew that we wanted to get started. So, you know what I'm saying?
And you did.
And we did.
And been rocking.
And then DJ Shakespeare, you know, offered us a section. And at the Ninja Karaoke, we went from there. We went, you know, and I started doing my own thing. I started getting, you know, relationships established with places like Ninja Karaoke, Taverna, Lady Brandy's, you know, all type of different venues in town. So shout out all those staples and all those venues that helped me get started. Yeah,
man, I fuck with that, man. Now, just like I told our last guest, man, shout out to the owner of Ninja Karaoke, Steve, man. Steve. That's my guy, man.
Shout out Steve.
I learned so much about bro today, and just what we've been building here. Like you said, it's we're able to build these type of partnerships and collaborations because he's open, because he come from this culture.
Yeah.
You know, so that I feel like that's a beautiful thing, man. But I have to tap into mental health, brother. It is Men's Mental Health Month, man. Shout out to every man out there. If you got a brother, embrace that brother, man, and that brother will embrace you. That's a problem. I mean, that ain't a problem. I don't know y'all lives, but hopefully that is the case. But I have to reach out and ask all of my fellows, all of my brothers, man, how is your mental health?
Man, my mental health is crazy, man. You know, it's up and down, man. I done been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like this. If you wanna be in this music industry and you wanna be in this game, first of all, you gotta be insane. So that's the first thing I'm gonna tell you right there. You can't be walking around here and thinking that everybody's gonna like you, everybody's supposed to support you, and everybody's supposed to be down with you. No, it's a struggle to be in this. It's a billion people that wanna be a rapper, a podcaster, an actor, a football player. You know, all these different things. A doctor, a lawyer. Miss a lot of people that want to be that too. So it's not, you gonna have to be insane. You know, but so you're gonna have to get some mental health. You're gonna have to get a therapist. You're gonna have to talk to some people. You're gonna have to have some maybe spiritual guidance, maybe some religion, or maybe someone you can talk to, like a pastor or a counselor, or even if it's a psychic or whatever you're into. You know what I'm saying? You need to have somebody that where you're able to meditate, pray, you know, and have some balance in your life. So I think having God in my life is definitely, I always put that first, you know, praying, repenting at night, waking up in the morning, every time I eat, I pray. So things like that. And as well as the mental health is like, you can't slack on thinking that just spiritual guidance is just your mental. You also need to get a therapist. I've had a therapist, and I've had people that I've talked to. I've had people that weren't very good therapists. I've had people that I had to switch, and I've had therapies.
I've had to switch a lot.
I've had to switch, you know, but I tell you,
you're out of here.
I think it is very important for us to take that time out to, if you've never had a therapist before, to go have that experience. To have that experience actually, because it's good to do different exercises. It's good to train. It's good to like talk to people. It's good to do all those things. But to actually go and talk to someone that's an actual doctor and like that, that's a counselor and that can pinpoint some of those things that other people may not. Because then you don't have to worry about what people think about if they judge you or if they're biased towards you. Like, this is a person that you don't know, they don't know you, they're licensed to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think everyone should have that experience. You should find out if it works for you, if it doesn't. But I think everyone can benefit from that in some type of way. So,
hell yeah, man.
You know,
I
shout
agree
out,
to that,
shout out
man.
everybody who made this a month and made this a time.
Yeah.
I think it's time for me to go get some therapy. You feel me? I've been going crazy lately. So,
Yeah,
you know.
but it's okay, man. And before we get off, man, let me let you know, man, no matter what we've been through, no matter what we may go through, brother, I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing. We see you, brother. And if I see you, other people see you, we got eyes.
Yes.
You just stay in front of them, you know, stay in front of them motherfuckers. That's all you got to do. And just keep doing quality business, bro. I've heard so many good things about you, brother. Like real shit. I've heard a lot of good things about you, brother. So just keep doing what you're gonna do, man. Thanks again for coming on the JusB Show live here at Ninja Karaoke, man. Every other Tuesday. Our next one will be June 17th. Make sure you're here. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. And make sure when you here, tip the bartender. I love y'all. Smile, laugh, and definitely motivate. Let's go. Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy JusB, and welcome to the JusB Show.